Hey, ZX, it's pouring down rain, bro. It's pouring down rain. It don't look like I'm getting wet. I'm gonna stand right here. I'm gonna stand right here, ZX. Right here on my beautiful porch. Where you said that the shit was leaking, right? It's pouring rain, look. It's pouring down rain. But he told everybody this shit right here was leaking, right? But hell, the ground ain't even wet. Look. The ground ain't even wet. Let me see if I can't switch devices, because I think I should be able to switch devices, y'all. Hold up. Hold up. If I can switch devices, that'll be even better. All right. Hold on. Let's see if I can't switch devices. Oh, it won't let me switch devices. All right. Well, we want to show ZX. All right, that it don't seem like no water's coming from that spot. All right. It don't seem like no water coming from that spot. But ZX, I need you to explain how when you was 24, you was a menace to society. All right? You was a thug, you was a gangster. And now at 54 years old, I found out I was wrong. What was you doing? Snatching purses? You was a bad dude to what? 2 people? 3 people? I mean, your legs is way too skinny for anybody to be afraid of you at 24 years old. I mean, what were you doing? What were you doing at 24 years old? I mean, when I look up Mr. Cannon in the Philadelphia state court system, am I going to see a whole bunch of a rap sheet? It's going to tell us how many crimes you committed. All right. I mean, this nigga, it amazed me. I'm clicking through streams and I heard that shit that Chucky posted with 47 Ronin. That shit had me dying. Um, but then I clicked on Buddy Lee shit. This nigga said he was a menace to society. What society? Where were you ever a menace? All right, and where can we, look this information up? You know what's the funny thing is? You can't be a menace to society unless you got some type of criminal record. What, you got charges, EX? All right, well, don't mess with it. I just, watch TV on YouTube. Don't mess with that. I'll mess with it. All right. All right. Now, where can we look up Mr. Von Cannon, Menace to Society? Do you have a rap sheet, sir? Are you a gangster? You know, because if you ain't got no charges, you can't be no fucking menace to society if you smiled in the police faces. See, the reason why, niggas like myself, all right, you can find me getting arrested for all types of shit, disorderly conduct, all right? Mainly, because the menace to societies, those type of people, We didn't give a fuck about the police or their guns. I mean, that's why we ended up in jail. That's why we ended up in jail, and then we would go in front of the judge and say, like, fuck the judge, and we didn't give a fuck about none of that shit because we knew at the end of all of that, they had to let us back in the street. So if y'all gonna feed us, give us something to watch, give us something to read, maybe we meet some new people, because we coming right back out in the street. It was nothing. All right? It was nothing, ZX. So I don't get this whole menace to society. If you ain't got charges, nigga, you can't be no menace to society. I was a menace to society. I was snatching purses. Used to be the fastest purse snatcher out here on the planet. How the fuck is you a menace to society? This nigga's hilarious. And somehow y'all motherfuckers buy that shit. Somehow motherfuckers buy I'm a menace to society. Since when? All right. How come don't nobody know you in Philly, Mr. Menace to Society? You a menace to society that don't nobody know. That's amazing. All right. All right. Please explain to the congregation, how are you a menace to society and you ain't got a prison number? You ain't been locked up, you ain't been arrested, but you a menace to society. I don't think that's much of a menace if the police ain't ever put you in cuffs. You ain't been fingerprinted. You ain't been. If you don't know what the inside of a holding cell is, you cannot be a menace to society, nigga. You got it wrong. All right. The military people call it stolen valor, nigga. Well, that's stolen street valor right there. I was a menace to society, but I changed my life over for the good. Oh, really? Oh, okay. So how many judges you see in your lifetime, ZX? How many? How many? Yeah, tell us all because people that actually go through that stuff, they got no problem talking about it. But I did things that I'm not proud of, and I can't go back, and I feel that I'm wrong for all the things that I did. Oh, okay, great. Then go to the families of those people that you did wrong and drop off your ZX 1400. I mean, you said you can't do anything about it. Sure, you can. You can go give the families of the people that they snatch their purses and shit and, breaking into their houses. You can go right back to them same places and make it right. All right. All right. This nigga swear up and down he's some form of silent killer. All right. Like this nigga kill people on the low, but he can't tell you about the people he killed. He's just going to insinuate he kills people and let you just figure it out. Like, I take people out, but don't talk about it. I'm a killer on the low. All right. I move with my ZX 1400 and I go get my musket. I lay a nigga down with the musket. Then I skirt off in first gear doing 15 miles an hour. They never expect the old man. All right. But that time he pushed the stop button and then he shut it off. Baby, I told you not to mess with the computer. All right. I told you to wait. Mom trying to help me fix Okay, well, you ain't supposed to be touching it at all. And mommy can't fix nothing if she can't see it. Uh-huh. Yes. What? Hello, dear. What's going on? Nothing. The computer's just locked up because it's just got. I see the recycle bin's full and it's probably not been cleaned, so it's loading slow. That's all. Oh. You got to clean the PC out. That's all that is. Because if not, it's just gonna lock up. Is it clean loading? No, the screen is up. It's just the Spotify, all that stuff is loading. And like I said, if it ain't been cleaned, if you ain't cleaned the what's the name out, then that's what slow. It just keeps slowing down. It goes slower and slower and slower. All right, yep. Trying to wait for this rain to lighten up so I can go to the laundromat. Now go in there and watch TV like I said and stop touching the computer. All right, yes. See, that's why they got their own PC to crash. Tell them, girl, I say, clean that shit out. You got to do this, you got to do that. And if you do not, your computer will lock the fuck up. And what I'm not going to do is have all that shit on my shit. Because I clean my shit. I tell people all the time, if you're one of those people that download a whole bunch of stuff and you download, yep, have fun with that. Have fun with that. But as I was saying, how do you have a criminal record all right? Or how are you a menace to society if the police ain't looking for you, ZX? Don't, fabricate yourself so much with these movie title words. Like because you don't even know what a menace to society is to consider yourself a menace to society. And changing your life around, nigga, you still in Philly. The same place that you was a menace to society is the same place you live in right now. What the fuck did you turn around? You still live in the same goddamn neighborhood that you did when you was in your 20s, right? You from Philly, son. All right? I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to figure this out. How the fuck you turn your life around and you still in the same spot? No. I mean, again, I ask you to show like some kids that you help out in the community. Again, you go to another nigga's house that's living 10 times better than you, that ain't even in the same county as you, younger than you, and me for that matter, single, right? Because he had no family or nothing like that, no responsibilities like that. And even with his fortune and wealth, you didn't have anything to do with that. You didn't help him get that. You couldn't walk over there and say, well, yeah, I helped him build all this. You didn't have anything to do with that. Weird. Weird. So weird. All right. All right. Really, really weird. I swear to God, the niggas on here are so goddamn strange. All right. All right. Amazing. I'm a menace to society with no criminal background history whatsoever. I'm a menace to society, but I ain't never been to jail. No, that don't make you no menace to society, bro. It seriously don't. All right. Ugh. We just up here in the morning, all right, on this rainy morning, all right, addressing the toughest nigga in these YouTube streets, a OG, that somehow was a menace to society 20 years ago. That's what. No, no, no. He said he was 24. He was 24. He was a menace to society. So you're saying 30 years ago, in the 90s, he was a menace. Oh shit! Now we know that's a lie. Hey, look, it's not. It's raining, ZX. Look, it's raining, and I'm not wet. The car wet than the motherfucker. It's raining. Would you say it's raining, ZX? See all that water coming down? How come I'm not wet? Because you said this was a hole in the roof. He said that this was a roof because he owned property. But I told people this is not a roof. This is just a covering. If I stripped all this down, it would be like the bare wood. It'd be like the wood. That's all it would be. It'd be the fucking wood up there. All right. This is just covering the wood, laying on the wood. But no, he said it was a hole in the roof. So ZX, when is this shit gonna start leaking? Because it's been raining for like 20 minutes straight. All right. Yeah, Tyra said this motherfucker, be leaking water, and I'm trying to say when. When did this motherfucker start leaking water? All right. Yeah, because you're 54, ZX, or 52 or 50, whatever, you're in your 50s. If you rewind the clock and say, well, when I was 24, nigga, that's the goddamn 90s. What the fuck? Seriously? In the 90s, Buddy Lee, I was a menace to society. No, in the 90s, you was broke. Just say that. In the 90s, you was broke. And you had to wait till you turned 54 before they would give you a car off the lot. All right? Nigga straight full of shit. Now, Mima, come here. This is why I tell you to listen to me when it come to this stuff. You see the mouse now?
Yes.
All right. Stop clicking on it. Wait for it to open because you can't do nothing until you sign in. Okay?
Okay.
So text mommy and say it's fixed. All right? All right? Text her and tell her that it's working. Step back outside. All right? Yeah. But when we hear this talk of you being a menace to society, in the Master P era, sir, we would like to know more. Because when you were 24, we were in the mid 90s. The era was Master P, Tupac, and Biggie. So explain to us how you were a menace to society and you never got locked up and you never got arrested, not one motherfucking time. All right. Where can we find you in jail because of your activity of being menace to society? Because everybody that was a menace to society went to jail at least once or twice or three times. A lady, okay? Why do we go to jail? Because we don't give a fuck about the police. All right? I think he might have been old dog. All right, yeah, he might have been old dog. All right, I'm just trying to figure this out. And Buddy Lee, nigga, I don't know how you even listen to all that shit, man. They were like, nigga said he was a menace to society. Nigga, what? What? How, ZX? How? All right. How? Nigga. That's why you look, he gotta talk that shit to a nigga that ain't never really been around Philly or motherfuckers in other states. you was a menace to society. Shut your stupid ass up. Okay? Damn. Why niggas lying like that? I was a menace to society. All right? That nigga MC8. Nah, I picture that nigga talking about, okay, I'm gonna get you your money. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get the money no matter what. That's what I picture that nigga being. The nigga going, all right, shit. He a fucking menace. I was a menace. Oh, Phony, this is some shit I heard because I hadn't listened to the whole stream of him and Buddy Lee. So I went back and heard a piece of it. This nigga had said that when he was 24, he was a menace to society. I said, nigga, 24. So you talk about you was a menace in the 90s because the year is 2020. Niggas don't got to pay attention to what the fuck they say. All right, I'm trying to put it like this. At 20, what, 24 years old, I was like in the west side. I was on the west side of Detroit. Um, but in the mid 90s, I was in Atlanta, bouncing back to Jersey, you know, to visit people, but mainly I was in Atlanta. So I'm trying to figure out between the 90s and up in the 2000s, I never heard of the menace to society in Philly. I never heard of that dude. I mean, dudes like me from Jersey, I remember in the late 80s and early 90s, we used to walk through Philly. I mean, even when I would catch the Greyhound and be outside, all you would see in Philly was police. All right, I don't get where this menace to society was, but the first 15 years of my life was in East Orange, New Jersey, and we used to walk through Philly. All right, because Philly had the best cheesesteaks. I mean, we were never in fear. Philly looked nice. Philly is pretty. Philly is beautiful. I mean, there was, niggas out there hustling, niggas out there slanging, all right? But I was never in any danger. I felt good about Philly, okay? Go check out Hershey Park, nigga. Let's go to motherfucking the goddamn marina and see the goddamn submarines and shit, nigga. You go to Philly to go get a cheesesteak, right? You would go to Philly to go get a cheesesteak. You go to Jersey to go get a Jimmy Buff, right? ZX. You ever had a Jimmy Buff hot dog, ZX? Or you never ventured that far? ZX, you ever heard of a place called Sandwiches Unlimited? Probably not. Had the best meatball subs in the city. Like, you would get sick eating that food. My dogs are here knocking over. Huh? What's that, you dumb dogs? Huh? Bumping and knock over my stuff. But I get it now, ZXC. You want to run and ignore a nigga, right? Right? Getting too much work over here, boy. I get it. Okay? Yeah. Niggas in their feelings. Oh, you know what? Yeah, Z. Yeah, look, he want to play with everybody but me, right? Okay. Well, I mean, it's kind of like gonna be hard to avoid me, ZX. You know, on these YouTube streets. Okay, it's gonna be hard to avoid me. All right. All right. What up, Buddy Lee? Man, bro. All right, Buddy Lee. Part two, nigga. Part two, nigga. We see exitism over here. Ah, Buddy Lee. This nigga told you he was a menace to society when he was 24. When that man was 24, Buddy Lee, That was the motherfucking 90s. The Master P era. The era of UGK. 8 Ball and MJG. Nigga no. Nigga no. All right? Come on. Come on, Buddy Lee. Now, how the fuck are you a menace to society and you ain't got no police record? Now, that don't make no sense. I'm Buddy Lee. The reason why you're a menace to society is because you don't give a fuck about the police. That's how you end up in jail. But when you get in jail, Buddy Lee, and you see all your friends there, you know, you have a whole new outlook on prison. And then you really don't give a fuck. Because when you go back out and the police that locked you up see you again, you really like ready to snap at this nigga. You be like going in on a nigga like hard. Like, you know, it's just, you know, ZX stories just don't be matching up when this nigga talk about he was a menace to society. Like, nigga, how many times you done went to jail? How many times you done got into it with the police? Okay? Because we was getting locked up because we were fighting the police. That's why we were getting locked up. You follow what I'm saying, Buddy Lee? The whole purpose of us getting locked up was because back then, when we were the real menace to society, people were watching us fight the police. You feel me? Niggas catching them charges. Niggas taking 5 years for and punching the police dead in the face, taking 5, nigga. Bow, knock that nigga out. Do you understand? Niggas catching another 5 years for fighting the CO in the motherfucking prison. That's another 5. Automatic 5. When you swing on that nigga. So again, how are you a menace to society if you ain't got locked up, if you ain't got no motherfucking record? Shut your ass up. All right? You can't be a menace to society smiling in the police faces. Now, you know what you know what a menace to society mean, Buddy Lee, in criminal terms? That means disorderly conduct. It's a misdemeanor. But it's enough to lock you up. Down south, right? They will arrest you on a disorderly conduct. All right, look at Buddy Lee. Hey. Disorderly conduct. All right. All right. 72 hours or $100 on the spot. And they towing your car. I don't know. The menace to societies. All right. I remember, Buddy Lee, I remember driving down the street and the police would be driving the other way, nigga. They'd be going the opposite way, nigga. They'll see the front of my car, nigga. They'll make eye contact with me, nigga, and spin that motherfucker around quick. All right? Quick. And I keep telling Tyra, stupid ass, ain't no felonies on me, son. I was buying guns in the South. I was buying guns straight out the goddamn pawn shop. All right. But see, Tyra, he live in Indiana. He think you got to go through a whole bunch of bullshit to get a gun. But see, niggas like Buddy Lee and myself know if you could go into a pawn shop, all right, and give them that motherfucking ID and they give it back to you and they say, oh, okay, you came back clean. Oh, all right. Well, what you got over there, sir? What you got? Okay. Them boys used to whip up on me. Nigga, I had a goddamn, it was a 89 Acura Legend. The year was like 1996, nigga. That motherfucker was a 5-speed. All right. Sunroof, all that. Bitch was, old school square body act. V6. Fast in a motherfucker. All right, I was in Georgia. All right, cutting the fuck up. Nigga, look, Buddy Lee, you know, hey, look, you know what it is, nigga. Look, I'm driving. Nigga, I had just got that motherfucking car, nigga. I had already got stopped like 3-4 times already, nigga. So I'm driving. Nigga, I got a little female sitting next to me and shit. We rolling down Graves Road, nigga. I'll never forget that shit, nigga. All right, Norcross, Georgia. Graves Road. See, I don't fabricate, nigga. See, all these niggas, Buddy Lee, they fabricate because they can't name nothing, nigga. They just say random shit. All right, nigga. I was coming down Dawson Boulevard, and I bust a right on Graves Road when you know what I'm saying, on the service drive. Nigga, I get to the middle of Graves Road, nigga. The motherfucker Gwinnett coming up the opposite way. Nigga, they saw the front of my motherfucking car, nigga, and what? Spun that bitch around. All right. I had a goddamn a Mercury Capri. That bitch was a 2-seater convertible. I dropped the top, nigga. I'm on 316. 316 is like a highway that's off of like 85. So I'm going to pick my mother up. My mother was working at that Publix warehouse. You feel me? So going up there at night, nigga, I kept my motherfucking 9mm. It was all chrome. All right? In the motherfucking glove box, nigga. I didn't play no games at all. Ooh-wee. So look, I'm going up 316 and the police get behind me, nigga, and he right here on my motherfucking bumper. Like you know, police cars back then was them uh they had got some shit that looked like the goddamn Luminas. Uh, 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 you know what I'm saying? They were like Chevys and shit. They weren't the Crown Vics. They had some other cars. So, this nigga ride my bumper, bro, for like almost a half a mile. So as he ride my motherfucking bumper, nigga, I slow down on his ass, nigga. I break it down to about 40 on his ass. Like on 316, the speed limit is like 55, 60, something like that. So the way he ride my bumper, I break that bitch down to 40 on his ass. So I got him doing like 35 on 316. Like, bitch, you better go around. It's only 2 lanes. You see what I'm saying? You in such a motherfucking hurry, take your ass to go around. So at the time, you know, he's riding my bumper right, and all of a sudden he light his shit up, nigga, and flick me. So he pulled me over. Is there a gun in the car? I said, yep, it sure is, bitch. I was like, it sure is. Where the gun at? It's in the glove box. Is it loaded? Absolutely. Why, hey, man, ain't your gun loaded? So all my shit was legit, bitch. Okay? Menace to society. All right, Menace. All right, we back. Damn it. All right, dumbass thing. Shit be fucking up. Yes, according to Candy, I did 9 years in prison. But I said I got locked up on some probation shit. I mean, you decide, God TV. You decide. I said I got locked up on some probation shit. Candy said I did 9 years. I've been on YouTube for 6 years. So I don't know when I did them nine, bro. Cause like before YouTube, I did 8 years at White Castle as a manager. So I don't even know, you know, where I don't even know where I did those 9 years. Cause if I was like out in the street and I was cutting up, and then I was lived in Jersey, like when did I do 9 years? She never elaborated on that. But she like when she said that shit to me, I was in amazement. I said I did 9 years. I don't. They didn't even give me my state number, and I did 9 years. Where did I do these 9 years? I lived in Detroit for 20 years. Niggas don't do the good math. Tyra said I got a felony, but he never doxed me, God TV. Isn't that strange? He never doxed my felony and never did like a whole goddamn show on it. In 4 years, he just tells you I have a felony. Isn't that strange? God TV. Isn't it even more strange that me being a so-called felon, that the city of Detroit asked me to be on jury duty? That they sent me paperwork saying, Mr. Man, we want you to be a goddamn juror to go convict a motherfucker. Ain't that some shit? But I'm a felon somehow, some way. I don't know how I'm a felon. But I don't have an infatuation with guns like I did 20 years ago. You follow me? I'm in my 40s now. I'm in my 40s now. I'm not the nigga. All right? The niggas that's bragging about guns in their 40s is the niggas that ain't never had a gun, ain't never shot a gun. That's their first gun. You feel me? Oh, look at this. This phone ain't shit. All right. Just plugged it up. It's still tripping. But think about that. Like Tyra, every day he has to brag about having a gun. Every day he got to brag about a nigga having a gun and being able to walk around with it. And I was like, bro, do you know that that's the United? Well, the felons can't do it. You're right. The felons can't show they shit, so they keep their guns in their pocket. I mean, this nigga, I can put my gun on my hip and I can walk around and everybody can see it. But the felons, you got a felony, you can't do that. You're right. But the felons, All right, y'all. I'm about to switch devices. I'm about to switch devices. All right. Hold on. Let's switch devices.